It's a glorious morning. Car's on the trailer. I've had coffee. Suburban's loaded up. We're going drifting today. So we're just about here. If you see that Wawa, that's how you know you're close. That is the road course. And that's where we're gonna be hanging out today. It's actually super fucking weird being here without anybody else. It's like a really cool treat, and I'm super thankful, super blessed. Like, this is so weird. It's entirely empty. There's Chris.
Yo, dude, what's up?
Hi.
You gotta finish my breakfast.
Thank you, dude.
No problem. Thank you for these bad Johnnies.
It's like a good thing because you have the Jay-Z car on an Jay-Z in an E36. I have an LS in that. You know, if it was the same car that we were driving on, then this test wouldn't mean that much. But different power, different chassis.
Yeah. How wide tires did you get?
265.
Okay. And how much power are you putting down?
380.
380. So I have 300 even. So, okay. Dude, these feel so sticky. Oh my god. You know, the grippiest trailer I've ever done was, I think, whatever Federals are. What's that? 380? 300?
No, dude, 240.
595 SS's?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. They're rated as a 240. I think these might be stickier.
Oh, for sure. For sure, these are gonna be grippy, more grippy. And they got, dude, look how deep these treads are.
I know, dude. It's 8 mil.
Wow. These aren't really meant to be drift tires, but it puts these to shame.
I mean, if they last a while, that's the important part.
Yeah, these do.
This shit is expensive.
They make no grip, and when they're stretched like this, you can see I ruined that rim.
Oops.
Sorry.
Oh, look at that. So, always be thankful for your event organizers, guys, because they clean this shit so you don't have to. I don't care so much about the grass and whatever, I just want to make sure that there's no giant rocks on here that might hurt our cars or like break an oil pan or something. Alright guys, so this tarmac is notoriously rough, so if these tires hold up here, they're probably going to be a decent option. Like, look. Like, this is what we're dealing with here. It's not like a fresh, paved, smooth tarmac thing.
What better way to test it than put it on a really rough track?
Now, normally we don't ever come out this wide on the track, but
Is that an S14 bumper?
it is an S14 bumper. S14 for sure.
So someone was crashing their S14.
Oh yeah, because we found that thing on the other side.
Yeah, we're filming each other talking to each other. Yeah, no, we've literally picked up like 4 pieces of this car.
It's like
someone had a really rowdy day here.
It's the same color. Yeah, we just picked up pieces of this over there at the whatchamacallit. I'm just gonna hang this out right here. I'm not gonna take it. If you guys are watching this, you know where it came from. I just put it over there instead of over there. I have some of these Zeknovas on the car already. We're gonna go and actually heat cycle these ones. Maybe do 2 or 3 laps on them consecutively and then pull them off and then swap them for the Federals. The trick to having long-lasting tires is actually giving them a heat cycle before you go and use them, because that's a mistake that a lot of us make. We just have these brand new tires that we mount up and then we go and tear them to pieces because we're idiots.
doing tree turn. Nice.
So I just did 2 laps with the Zeknovas on the back of the car. They're really freaking sticky. I'm at 30 PSI cold in the rear, and my car is over speeding throughout most of the track. Like, I'm on the foot brake to actually slow down because it builds so much speed. So what we're gonna do now, I did my 2 laps on these. I'm actually gonna go and swap over to the Federals, and we'll kind of do the same thing and see how they look compared to each other, you know, just like a quick back-to-back. This is great. We're actually gonna be down a car because
Oh, I blew up my water pump. But the tires feel great.
well, we're gonna pop these tires off real quick. Now this is after 2 laps. Two laps, no cool down. You can see right here, there's a little bit, that's a little bit of lip. Well, that's probably more so for my alignment because I have a little bit of negative camber in the car for some side bite. But yeah.
Still looks like a tire after 2 laps.
Yeah, and like I said, this stupid thing is terrible on tires.
No chunking.
Nope. And this is probably, I wonder how much more life we have out of this. I guess we'll find out. It's not terribly low.
Maybe after we heat cycle them, they'll last like maybe more laps than if we didn't.
Well, you know what I want to try too? I actually want to air them up more.
Okay.
So we didn't get any of that chunking that the guys in Florida got. I'm going to attribute that to maybe that it's dry out and we're actually getting an even heat cycle. These, I would say, maybe they're about 3/4 life still after the first 2 laps. And I was doing 3rd gear with a ton of wheel speed, ton of smoke. These are super sticky in this compound and they're like really soft now that they're warm, which is awesome because a sticky, reliable tire is super important to us. So that's like really good that these are consistent and they're sticky and they're holding together for us at least. How'd it look?
How'd what look?
The car with the Zeknovas.
Oh, look great.
Yeah?
Looked fast.
Feels fast.
It was like, I feel like it could have used maybe a little bit more side bite because you seemed like just at the top, the first lap, but that could have just been first lap, first run of the season, you know? But it just seemed like you went wide. So that makes me wonder if there's just, I mean, obviously there's forward momentum on these tires, but we need a little bit of side bite so we're not going off the track, you know? So, I mean, if we can get that dialed in, then you're chilling.
Yeah, I could probably soften the dampers.
That's the only thing that I saw when I had the Zestinos on my car. I had the Crovas, and that was their long-lasting tire, but I had a 265, so it made grip. But we had a hard time getting that side bite. So anytime I'd be flooring it, the car wouldn't have enough side momentum to push it off of the turn, so we would kind of just keep going out. But then we softened up the suspension. Remember when my car was like almost full stiff?
Yeah, the thing was all wonky.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah, I haven't touched the dampers in this since last season. Like everything's the same.
Yeah, I mean with tires we have so many variables that we can really make whatever tire we want work. It's just what we want out of the tire. You know?
Yeah, like so I was just saying that I'm really happy with so far like the kind of grip that it has. Yeah. And that the tread's holding itself
together.
Dude,
I mean for a 240 tire, that the grip that you're saying that it has, like it sounds unbelievable. And we've heard that the tires have grip. You know? Yeah. But to feel it here at a track that's not like fresh paved, like gritty, like down and dirty, you know, and like to have a bunch of grip, that's awesome, dude. So like even if there's people who don't even like have like a substantial amount of power, we could always just air up the tires. And then I feel like, I don't know if this is true, but I feel like if we have more air in the tires, maybe the tires last longer.
I think there's some science behind that because they deflect less.
Yeah, just a little bit. But I've also heard people like, oh, low PSI tires last longer, but I really don't think that's the case. But
what do you think?
I'm Switzerland over here. I'm neutral. Chocolate.
Neutral. Chocolate. Okay.
Swiss Army knives.
Okay, fine.
Swiss cheese.
Did it look fast?
Oh yeah, dude, your clutch kicking the hell out of this thing.
Mikey is a federal guy.
No,
you're a federal guy.
I ran them for a long time, and I've had some unfortunate experiences lately.
What's the one thing that you hate the most about a federal tire?
When they chunk in 2 laps.
Well, hey.
We already beat that one. This is 2 laps.
All right, so I guess you're gonna go back out there and
yeah, I'm gonna bring Chris with me. So we're gonna try these here, the Federal 595 Super Steel. These are the club favorite here. I have a baseline for these already. I tend to run them at around 25 PSI cold, which is what these are set to. So yeah.
definitely tell it's got less grip. Maybe his car feels funky or something. He's doing some circles, but it looks like he's lining up again for another lap. I'm pretty sure now he's gonna do the tree turn after doing the bank, just so we have a really good solid baseline for the tire wear, side-by-side comparison. And here he comes. At the transition. Oh no! What is he doing?
I was trying to run like the same line, kind of try and do the same things to make it consistent in my driving. And the rear end of the car felt really wishy-washy and vague with the federals on here. I was in the throttle a lot less. Not having a clutch kick really, not having to work as hard, but it wasn't as confidence inspiring as the other ones where I really had to drive the car. Not the perfect test day, not what we had envisioned. My car usually never gives me trouble, but there's some sort of stress crack or fatigue in the control arm that I guess I missed when I was checking the car out yesterday, and here we are. Using the Zeknova Supersport RS, which is supposed to be their practice tire, that was the fastest my car has ever been. Switching back from those to the Federals almost made my car, I would say, borderline undrivable, at least switching back to back like that, because I was trying to run the same line, trying to enter at the same points, run the same angle, and I just didn't have the confidence in the Federals that I had with the Zeknovas. That being said, there's nothing wrong with running the Federals. A lot of guys use them. They're probably the club favorite there. The Zeknovas I will probably run on my car for the remainder of the season because I like the response that I got out of them. I just got to figure out where to put my dampers and where to put my tire pressure to make the car feel a little bit more, how can I say, loose. Running the Zeknovas at 30 psi on my car meant that I was running full throttle all the time to keep the wheels spinning, because I figured if I would lift at any point, it would probably want to straighten up. So that being said, I think if I run a higher tire pressure, I would probably get better life out of the tires, just because I wouldn't be in the throttle as much. I would be able to be off throttle and the car would kind of set up and skate into some of the turns instead of me having to like drive it into the turns on throttle. So that was a ton of fun. And yeah, we had a lot of fun still. Trying these tires out and just being there with the tractor yourself is a really cool treat. Thanks. Sorry we didn't have like a real torture test for you guys. We tried our best, but we just broke everything instead. So I'm gonna go home. It's a lie. I'm gonna eat this mac and cheese bowl, then I'm gonna go home, and then I'm probably gonna go cry myself to sleep because I broke my car. Whatever. Now I have to take it apart for real, so toodles.